This was an interesting communication to us at the Marriage Foundation. Someone wrote in that my husband constantly accuses me of lying and cheating. Well, my name is Paul Friedman. I founded the Marriage Foundation, and even without the context of that email, I think that I can help you with this if you're experiencing something similar in your marriage. And we're going to approach this very differently from, say, your typical psychologist. Because the psychologists, what they like to do, and I don't blame them, I mean, they have an agenda of keeping clients so that they can make long-term money. And so what they'll do is they'll do something that is impossible to gain any results from. They will start getting into what's wrong with your husband. How's that going to help you? How's that going to help you, A, stabilize your marriage? Because clearly your marriage isn't great, or that would not be happening. See, not the other way around. Not that this is making your marriage unhappy, but your unhappy marriage is allowing this particular symptom to bloom. And we want to deal with that. At the Marriage Foundation, our methodology is all geared towards having happiness and experiencing love. We don't get into the problem as a problem and call people narcissists and label them and accuse them. That's what your husband's doing to you. How does that feel? It's not cool. And by the way, we're on that topic of learning. Subscribe to this channel because there's so much for you to learn about marriage that is positive, because that's our approach. So let's get into this. I understand that this is more than just annoying. Why? It's more than annoying because each of us have within us, as does every living thing, this major thing called the drive to survive. It's in every living cell. Our bodies are comprised of trillions of cells. They all get together and they send a message to the mind, and it's your mind. They send a message to your mind, be careful, watch out. And we develop these habits of defensiveness. And don't take that word the wrong way. I'm not using it in an accusatory way. I'm not going, you are defensive. I'm talking about this is how the mind operates. It creates defensive filters. Sorry, for some reason the word didn't come to mind right away. Defensive filters. Why? Because if you see smoke, that defensive filter is going to say there's possibly fire, get out, right? So we could see how this drive to survive operates in the mind constantly. And it's operating subconsciously. It's not always right there in front of you. Now, you could train yourself to pay attention, and that is what we do in our courses for women, our courses for men. We train people how to be on top of the mind, because that's where the problem is. But in your case, it's not all about, that was only used to describe why it's more than annoying, because it's triggering your sense of who you are. You have integrity. You're honest. You don't want to be accused of something falsely, and your mind is going to push back. And as it pushes back, for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. It's making you uncomfortable. What do? Literally, this on the surface, and we're going to talk about the surface, but then stay tuned, because then we're going to go deeper into your marriage. So on the surface, it's a communication problem, believe it or not. Why? Because communication has two parts. It has speaking not just speaking, but also other methods of transmitting ideas, but delivering the message and receiving the message. We need to look at how you're receiving the message in order for you to gain peace, because you want to feel peace right away. And if you learn this that I'm about to teach you, you'll feel peace. And there's this great metaphoric idea that I learned about many, many years ago. It's called the bowling ball and the feather. So picture a bowling ball being launched at a feather. Could crush it, right? But a feather, just from the force of the wind, just the beginning, just its initial perception of that bowling ball coming at it, and the feather flies away. So think of your mind as the feather. And when your husband is communicating, accusing, calling you names, even expressing things angrily, be a feather. Don't be impacted. Go further. Step back and watch how this communication is affecting your mind. Watch how your own mind is putting up defenses, is itself becoming frustrated, which is a form of anger. Watch it. Don't be it. And you're not it. There's this tremendous misconception in our world that we are the mind. Now, not everyone comes out and says that, but what are we? They don't tell us what we actually are, so we just subconsciously assume the role of the mind, sometimes of the body. And we're neither. We're not the body and we're not the mind. What we are is a soul. We have a body and we have I'm not getting into a big religious discussion here, but we have a mind and we have a body. And the proof is right there in front of us. You're able to do as you wish with the body. You can feed it what you wish. You could exercise it or not exercise it. You could poison it with drugs and alcohol or not. It's your body. Same thing with your mind. You could utilize it to do your bidding, or you could be a victim of it. So this is where the rubber hits the road in marriages. I told you I would talk about this, because this is where the rubber hits the road. At the Marriage Foundation, and by all means subscribe to this channel, but you could go further. I've written a couple books, or you could take it even to a higher level. The highest level that I promote is that your marriage should be increasingly happy. It should be your expectation. And you should be filled with love that is getting better every single day. And what we do is we tell our clients, make this your expectation, and then follow what we teach you in order to receive those gifts of marriage, because that's what they are. You can't get these gifts in any other venue. They're not there. So in your particular marriage, your marriage is not a happy place. If it were a happy place, your husband would never make those kind of comments. He would only be making compliments. He would only be giving you supportive languaging. He would only be telling you how beautiful you are, how much he adores you, how much he appreciates you. So what's going on? I can't tell you that in this video, but I can show you how you can learn it. And that's what the course is for and the books are for. And so by all means, take it to another level. Because when you got married, you didn't get married for this. And don't blame your husband saying, well, if he would stop doing that, everything would be all right. Because we both know that that just is not true. Because it wasn't all right even before. This is a symptom of a marriage that is going downhill. You need to catch it before the momentum takes it all the way to a divorce that is triggered by either one of you, because neither of you are happy right now. So the whole idea of marriage that you can have these two gifts. I want to be happier every day of my life than I was the day before. Make that an expectation, and then learn how to make it a reality, because it won't just happen on its own. And the second is I want to experience unconditional love, and I want to feel that, so that I'm drunk with love every day of our lives till the end of our lives. Those are doable. Thank you for spending time with me. Have a blessed day or evening. God bless.